Tonight, we're back at one of our regular spots, the Rino in North Kansas City. Every Wednesday, this place turns into one of the best open mics around. Real comedians, real audiences. We've been here plenty of times, but every week has its own flavor. So let's see what we get this week. First thing we gotta do, let's pray to the muse for some good jokes tonight. As mammals nurse their young, let humor flow from me like milk, feeding the crowd until they are full and restless with joy. I'm here with local comedian Daniel Presley.
Now, I don't want to throw anybody off. Yes, I did get a haircut. But it's still me. I'm still the same old Daniel.
Run me through your career, where you started and how you got here.
University of Arkansas, September of 2022. I went to an open mic. I watched, I learned, I listened. I sat my white ass down and I listened. And then the next week, I went back to it. I did some corny jokes, some punchline jokes. What's the worst part about drinking a glass of beer?
What?
Pissing out the glass. Yow! The yow always got to laugh. The pissing out the glass, not so much. So I learned to do a little bit more screaming and a little bit more exclaiming, just yelling yow, usually. And was just pretty much a once-a-week open mic guy while I was at Arkansas. And then last year, when I moved to Kansas City, is when I really started going hard.
Are you originally from Springfield, Missouri?
That is true.
Does Kansas City feel like the big city to you?
Yeah, it really does. And it didn't, well, because I was always in Overland Park and I was living with my parents. And then I just moved to River Market. And it's like, oh, it does feel like I'm living in a city. It's very real that, like, there's tall buildings and grocery stores that are walking distance. There's a streetcar. It does feel like the city, which is weird.
Yeah, dude, when I see that skyline, I drive by it all the time going to open mics. I'm like, oh, that's a beautiful city right there.
What do you say when you see it? I say the same thing every time I see it.
I just get goosebumps and my jaw drops. What do you say?
I say, my city. My city.
I say Kansas City will never fall, even if every other city must burn.
Not in a trial of 1,000 years will a man take a drink from the Missouri or trail a trek through Swift Street.
Bro, when I see the sunset reflecting off of our tallest building, one Kansas City place, it makes something in my blood want to conquer populations.
Mm-hmm. St. Louis.
It makes me want to rip down the arch.
Yes, it makes me want to commit acts of violence against St. Louisans. St. Louisans. What are they called? St. Louites.
I think they're called pussies.
You're goddamn right. The Lou.
The Lou? What does that mean? Toilet or St. Louis?
What's the difference?
No, I don't actually want to conquer anybody.
We should make that clear. Everybody, want to make sure you guys know, don't go spreading any rumors.
What's the worst thing that's ever happened to you on stage?
The worst thing on stage was at the Rino around last year. This guy heckled me, and it was a good heckle. That was the worst part. So my ego was really hurt. And didn't know how to.
What did he say?
So I did this bit. I was like, anybody here in a wheelchair tonight? And someone goes, I wish I was. And it's like, okay, that kind of ruins my punchline. Later, I go, hey, is anybody deaf in here? And this guy goes, I wish I was. And I was bombing, and I was like, fuck, that made me so mad. And I was bombing, and he just perfectly heckled me. But I looked at him, and his pants were soaking wet. And I was like, dude, did you piss yourself? And he goes, oh, yeah. And he really did piss himself. He was covered in his own urine. So I just bullied him for the rest of my set. Yeah, I was like, oh, you're in trouble. It was just a bunch of pee jokes. I made him stand up, and turn around and show the whole audience. He was sitting in the very front. I said, turn around and show the class what you've done, you sick fuck.
So he pissed himself because he was drunk?
Yeah, he was very drunk, and he bought me a drink after.
Did he get a big laugh when he said the good heckle?
Yeah. That was the worst part, man.
So you're in Kansas City now. How long do you plan on staying here? What's next in your career?
Well, you know, I was really in a heated debate because me and my girlfriend both want to go to New York. And I was like, I'm ready to go like next year. Like, lease is up, let's go. But I think that's because I was in kind of a dark place in my life. I was kind of in a bit of a depression these past couple months. And now I'm feeling a little better. I think everything's coming up, Daniel. So I kind of do want to maybe like get a little more established in Kansas City and like build up a better reputation, a little bit more of a social media presence, kind of have a resume before I go to New York is now what I'm thinking. These words, this is the first time I've kind of been saying these things out loud. So I don't know. That's just kind of where my head's at right now. Maybe like 3, 4 more, maybe 5 years in Kansas City before going to the idea being New York if I don't get my girlfriend pregnant.
Hey, shout out Daniel Presley. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you for the interview.
I saw an advertisement for a poetry show benefiting suicide prevention. I thought it was ironic because the first thing I want to do when I go to a poetry show is kill myself. I mean, what's next? Are they going to have a gay orgy benefiting AIDS prevention? Well, man, I brought it there for no reason. We just finished the open mic, medium-sized crowd. When I first got up there, I told a joke about tampons. A lot of women think that tampons should be free, and I kind of agree with them because the bags to pick up dog poop are free where I live, so I feel like maybe tampons should be free. But I realize the reason the dog poop bags are free is because the city doesn't want people leaving their dog poop everywhere. So women, if you want free tampons, just start bleeding everywhere until the city is forced to address the issue. And I'm not gonna lie, I hate it when women tell period jokes, but I love it when a white guy does it, am I right? I tried to talk about Saturday. How about Saturday? Saturday, the best day of the week. The only day of the week with 3 syllables. You ever notice that? Like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's like the last day of the week too. It's like it's headlining the whole week. And if your birthday falls on a Saturday, nothing better than that. Hey, my birthday's on a Saturday this year. Yeah, it's not, but an example like that has a nice ring to it. And then I tried doing some crowd work. What do you do for a living? Yeah.
I work at a liquor store.
You do what?
I work at a liquor store.
You work where?
A liquor store.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Could someone else repeat it louder? Where do you work?
I work at a liquor store.
Jesus Christ, bro, chill. Holy shit. You don't have to shout at me. All right, I'm really sorry. That last part was probably triggering for some people. I wrote in my notes, like, do crowd work and then just keep asking the audience member what. I gave it a shot. It didn't work. Thank you guys. Good night.
Michael Blanck, everybody.
I mainly bombed tonight. The set could have gone better, but I still had a pretty good time out here. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow at the Comedy Club open mic. Peace.